Hey y'all, dedicated father here. First, ignore my mop going on here. I'm waiting to get a couple stitches popped out here, and before I get this thing shaved off. But today, just kind of hopping on a whim, as me and the girls were. Buddy just called me a Grinch because I'm taking down Christmas, but it's also not 20 something or 30 degrees here. It's going to be like 50 something degrees today, so it's a good day to get them lights down. Um, a couple things on today's. I'm just coming on a whim. Y'all make sure that you do every little thing you can as a family. This is whether your dad, your mom, doesn't matter. Being able to do stuff. Maybe you're both still together. That's even better. Doing stuff as a family and not, okay, I'll just handle all this and get it out of the way. As much as we want to just knock stuff out and get it out of the way, I'm very task oriented. That's what I do. But we have to slow down. Those are memories that not only ourselves that we're robbing ourselves of, and with all the loss this last year, I've definitely understood the memories and how deep they can be and how everlasting they can be. However, those are memories for your kids that they will never forget, especially as they get older. So just make sure we're taking every little chance we can to make these memories, to really lean on our family and loved ones together. And simple as having a day off, having both my girls, and being able to make a cup of coffee, and or that's definitely my first cup of coffee today, but make a cup of coffee and take down some Christmas ornaments. And even my oldest, she was just talking, remember this ornament, or remember this time, remember when I made this one for you. And it's just showing me these memories that my 4-year-old is eventually going to have too. And it just makes me happy. Secondly, y'all, as I'm very big in side hustles. I'm part of the Ninja Nation. We're big in side hustles, making money to further our future and our legacy that we pass down. However, there's times when money is secondary. There's a lot of times where money is secondary or third or fourth. It's down the list. You can't see my hands over here, but today's, yesterday I just kind of had a thought process, and I wanted to jump on a video to that. As my daughter's been sharing a bed, and there's a big bunk bed in that room, anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, I have one of those convertible toddler beds for my 4-year old that started as a crib, and it works all the way down and eventually can go to a twin. And they don't use it. It's really just becomes a doll bed, or a catch all. So I was sitting there kind of thinking about what to do with it and why is it even there, and I don't like clutter. And it just kind of thought on me. A friend of mine, she's a firefighter up at the fire station too, and she works for CPS. And it just clicked on me yesterday is all these tough times, and we were passing out a lot of presents to families and everything. And I just reached out and said, "Hey, do you have a family that needs a bed for a toddler that maybe a foster family just got a kiddo, or maybe a family member just got a kiddo they didn't expect to get because mom or dad no longer is there, whatever the case may be." And I kid you not, Sarah, in half a second, she was like, "Yes, I do. Absolutely." And rather than going and selling this thing, the warmth that comes over my heart knowing that there's a child that now has a bed, or is going to after today have a bed that they never had. Even though they're young, they don't remember it. I get it. I didn't have a bed growing up a lot of times too. But it's just a good feeling knowing that I'm going to be able to pass that on to somebody. And I don't say this for recognition. This is on this video to push out there to y'all to look around you and think, what is there that is junk to me but is treasure to someone else, or unnecessary? And that, maybe I could have made 50 or $100 off it. I don't know. Would that buddy be great this time of year? Absolutely. Is it going to make me feel better than what I just did for these kids, or kid, or whoever's getting this? I don't get to know that. Obviously, it's anonymous, through CPS. That's not I don't care. That's not what it's about. But that feeling I feel after that, there's no replacing that. I could have got $1,000 for that bed, and it wouldn't have done the same. So y'all make sure that whatever your religious values are, whatever your personal values are, that is something that I don't care if you are the worst evil person in the world. When you do something good, that good, and you do it out of the kindness of your heart, it feels good. Not to mention now, my kiddos get to see that today. They get to see me hand that off, and I'll probably make them help load it up for the sake of. I say probably they will, for the sake that it gives them the sense of it. My oldest, she helps a lot already with charities and things like that with one of the churches she goes to. So she understands it. My youngest, it's time to really start pushing that in on her. I really want to make sure that that's pounded in there, that those little tiny deeds, those little things, look around you right now. Look around and figure out, okay, well, I just looked over to the left. There's a little stroller my daughter plays with their dolls. She's too big for now. How many people could probably use that little unicorn stroller? I mean, just simply while I'm looking at the video, found another thing that's probably going away today. Not saying give everything away. I get that, and I'm also not saying give things away to people that could work for it. These are people that really need it. I'm very big on, I don't give anything away to anybody that is not kind of a third party reference of like, hey, I know somebody who needs that. So y'all, just take a minute, especially this time of year, look around, see what you can do to help somebody, and making sure your kids know or see what you're doing too. I always say do things in the shadows. You don't want the credit, but in this case, you want your kids to see what doing the right thing is. Doing the right thing is doing the right thing. Simple as that. So y'all, please like, share, subscribe, leave some sort of comment, letters, numbers. I don't care. Talk to each other in there. Talk to me in there. I say a prayer in there. That'd be kind of cool, actually. I don't really care what's in there, but that's what I'm gathering is going to need to be put out there. I said that P word on YouTube, and they don't like the. So this video probably ain't going nowhere either. But please, y'all, do that to help me out. Y'all, hope you have an amazingly blessed day. Be strong, raise them right.